and then we see there is a download link, and here we can install two different versions. One is the released version, which is supposed to be stable version, and the other one is nightly build. It is like the latest version, but it is not released yet. So it is your choice whichever you want to install. So in this tutorial I would recommend, let's start with a stable version. So just you have to download a DMG file, which is disk image file. You just click, it is 64-bit version available, and then you see it is available in your download folder, and then we can see there either it is downloaded or not. Then you simply double click it and the installation process starts. Here it is copyright agreement. If we agree with this agreement, we click here, and then the application is almost installed. Then the one option is to drag this application to this folder, applications. Oh no, it is not there. Okay, yes, it is done. And now what we can do, we can see there is a temporarily mounted folder. It is not required at this moment. So okay, so let's see this application is installed or not. How can we see it? Let's go to Finder. In the application you see there is mCRL2. Now we have two options to start this application. One is GUI and other is using a terminal window. But anyway, let's start with GUI, which is a bit easy. We can open it. Okay, yeah, it's verifying. It is saying that yeah, it is not from source that is already registered there. But anyway, we rely our website mCRL2, so we click here open. Okay, machine is a bit slow. Oh, is it working? Let's try again. We can open it. Yeah, no, it's working. So this is the one way where we can work with mCRL2 using this graphical user interface. Here you can see your folders. Well, now we will create a file, so it is a good idea if we create a folder like it's my username. I have different folders here, so we can make a new folder somewhere like this one. Okay, maybe it is mCRL2, maybe files or source file we can say. Yeah, this is the folder. Okay, this folder is empty yet, nothing is there. So now we can create a new file. Okay, so we can use, because this is our first model, so maybe we can use it at test.mcrl2. The extension mcrl2 is recommended or necessary, I would say. Okay, this is the file which we have just created. Now you see there are some different options here. Here is one editor available which we can use. You can use any other editor, whichever you prefer. Any text editor is required here. Okay, so if we click here, then we see this is a tool set, tool available in mCRL2 toolset. So at the moment there are different options here. We can set any one of them, but at the moment we use the default setting, and I simply click here run. Okay, so now an other window will open. So here we can write some simple source code mCRL2, I mean any specification, like if we have some action. So I am using a keyword, a fixed word, reserved word, act, and then we name the actions. Might be like hello is one action, and world is another action, and yeah, then there are two processes, like p1, say I would write hello, oh, sorry, hello, and then there is a deadlock, and then simply write just I finish this process. And then let's say there's two processes, one is p1, and let's say the other process is saying world, p2 is saying wrld. Yeah, so these are two processes which are parallel. So let's differentiate them a little bit more clear. Okay, and here is initialization for using init. Then we say our two processes will execute in parallel. So p2 is another process. Okay, and this is a simple code. At the moment we are just starting, and it is comparatively simple code, but we can write the examples which will not be so simple anyway. Here are only two actions and two simple processes. Okay, so this is the icon to save file. So here is one option. We can check the syntax or typing errors if we have made. So actions, and then we say parse. So here is a message in the last line. Specification is a valid mCRL2 specification. So this is a window, separate window. Okay, this is nice. So now we have already saved, and we exit. Do you want to see your modification? Yes. Okay, nice. So we have created file which is okay regarding syntax. Now we will linearize this process. You see there are some transformation tool. It is called mCRL to LPS. So it will convert mCRL to linear process specification. We click it, so we see there are two tabs now. One test was for editor and other is for linearization. Again I click on, once again I will see there are some settings here which we will use later stage. So this is output file test.lps. Okay, but we just simply click here run with default settings, and then see this green signal is showing that output is ready. We can also see the same message here, writing lps file test.lps. If file is created successfully, it means our process is linearized. Okay, this is nice, and the output file can also be seen here in Finder. Now our next step is we can do uh, something with this linear process specification, like here is analysis process. We can get information about this LPS. We can simulate it using LPS exim. But let's see, we want to see its uh, state space. So what I am going to do, I am going to convert this LPS to label transition system, okay, which will be in the form of a graph. Okay, so again it is output will be test.lts. LTS means label transition system. Now I simply run it again. So again, green signal is there. That's nice. And yes, test.lts file is generated. We can see here two different files. The lower one is our source file, then we created LPS, then we created LTS. So let's see if this transition system is there. Okay, what we can do, there are different tools, like one is LTS graph. There are other tools which we will use at some later stage. If you study manual on mCRL2.org, you can get information about all these tools. Okay, I am clicking here LTS graph. Okay, this is nice. Again, I am using default setting. Okay, we run it. Oh yeah, so here we can see there are because two processes. Now I can use this start button. There are different settings here. Start mean it will just organize it in its some own way. If you are happy with this setting, then that's nice. Otherwise we can fix it by just picking it and dropping, because one process is saying hello, other is saying world. So this is the green signal is showing initial stage. So one process is saying hello, other is saying world, then we are terminating our whole system. The other way is the other process is saying world and the first process saying hello, then we are going to a state where we can terminate our system. The last option is that if they are saying hello world at the same time, they are communicating with each other, and then they reach a state where we terminate. Anyway, this is just a very simple process. In future they will they will not be so simple. Okay, so here we quit it. Yeah, so this is the just one way you can use to make model, to check with the parameterized Boolean equation system, or you can do many experiments here. So here I recommend you to see the tool set, their manual on mCRL2.org. Okay, anyway, now we continue this tutorial. Now I will tell you how can we use the same tool set using a terminal window. Okay, nice. Then I am pressing here exit. Our job is done. If we see here in this application and I double click it, then we can see like show package contents, because this is form of a package. Here are the contents folder. In content folder there are different subfolders. So binaries are here. All tools are available here, which we can use at any time. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, let's see our terminal window. Okay, nice. Here is a terminal. Sorry, I think I have already edited my path. So let's see, echo dollar sign and path. Yeah, here you can see path in path mCRL2 is already available, but in your case it will not like that. So you can edit your path with any editor and just add add this path, because in binary we want to access toolset. Okay, so let's see, here is my current folder is my okay in my it is my home folder. So I think I created folder. If we use ls here, Yeah, there is one folder mCRL2 files. If I change this folder mCRL2, nice. Let's say if there is something, yeah, the file we just created. Okay, but we can now do the same thing on command prompt, like I use mCRL2 to LPS. So here is the test dot mCRL2 to now I will create another file like test1 dot LPS. Okay, what we can do, like if we want to see some verbose output, maybe 1V is sufficient, I think. -1 is sufficient. Oh yeah, it is working. So here the last line is saving LPS to test1 dot LPS. Okay, now we say ls again. Okay, yeah, the new file test1 dot LPS created. Now we can convert this LPS to LTS, like test1 dot LPS to test1 dot LTS, like -v. Oh yeah, LTS file is again generated. Now we can see this LTS graph, and there is test1 dot LTS. Okay, yep, the graph, I guess it will be the same graph. Yeah, on one side hello, on other side world. So yeah, but anyway, we can use this automatic tool to just organize the state space. In future there can be million states or billion states which we cannot see here, but there are some other techniques to realize state space. So anyway, tool is working on using GUI as well as on terminal. Now if you read the book written by Jan Friso and Mohammad Amsawi, then you can study examples from that book and do some kind of experiments here. So if you have any question, you can send me an email, or you can send email to Jan Friso as well. What I can do, I can type my email so that it can be easy for you to understand. How can I type here? Maybe yeah, in new document, so blank document. Yeah, so madifch at gmail.com. This is my private email address. So you can, or my official email address at the moment is oh, one moment, Atif at cs.ur.edu.pk, because I am working in a university. Oh, M is again capital, but anyway, it would be nice if you write with the small one. Yep, these are my two email addresses. You can shoot me an email at any time if you feel a problem. Maybe I can give you some tips. So that's all, and have a good time and good luck for your mCRL2 models. Bye bye. because I have already installed this one, so it is asking me to replace this file. Okay, I am not replacing this file.